Welcome to the Silver League ladder. This is a TvT on Polar Night. My name is Igbarash. Spawning in the top 12 o'clock position, we have the Red Terran named Apophis. Apophis? I don't know what the hell that means. But anyway, Red Terran, Polar Night. SCV's mining. It's so exciting. And spawning down here in the 6 o'clock position, we have the clear crowd favorite. Yay! Igbarash. Blue Terran. So Polar Night is an interesting map. Usually a lot of Reaper positioning because you can do things like hop up the ledge. Especially in a TvT, Reapers are very common because, I don't know, because sometimes you have one Marine out in the beginning. If you go gas first, like this Red Terran is doing right now, gas on 11 means you want a factory as soon as your barracks is done. In case you know nothing about Starcraft, which, if Kevin is watching this, I'll try to explain some things like that, maybe. Anyway, my scout's going out at 12. Not a typical scout. It's kind of an early scout if you want to see what your opponent is doing, and it allows your SCV to get in there before they wall in. My gas going down at a normal time at 12-ish supply. Usually the 12th SCV that I build, I just rally to the gas, and that's for a standard Reaper opener. So as you can see, my scout's very early. It's already all the way across the map. On a 1v1 maps, I like early scouts in a TvT because I can do little things like that, slip into the wall, and see his gas timing. Hopefully I clicked on the gas and saw how much was mined. I'm not sure if I actually did while I was playing this. But anyway, you want to see if the second gas goes down around 17 supply, which means a Banshee's coming out. But I think I opted out in this case to save my SCV, get him to the natural. Anyway, there comes my Reaper in my orbital, continuing to mine gas, and yes, I saved my SCV at the top there. Now his barracks, his orbital's a little bit later than mine because he opted to wall in very quickly. If I'm able to spot that, then I will know that some tech is coming. Although if he's really smart, he'll just wall in and build the CC and not mine any more gas. Anyway, he has full vision of everything. In TvTs, I don't like to wall in with the barracks at the front of my wall because your production facilities are vulnerable to siege tank pushes, as we've seen many times in the past. But it looks like this SCV wants to drop a factory down because of his early gas, and that's exactly what he does, in full position, ready for the Reaper scout. But because this is a ladder game, I'm going to use my Reaper there in the middle of the mini-map there to scout around and look for proxy buildings, or any other kind of shenanigans. What's that restaurant with all the shit on the walls? Shenanigans. Anyway, welcome to the exciting world of Silver League, where nothing happens much at all. Looks like he's going to build a second gas, so it indeed indicates that a starport, most likely a Banshee, is coming. You can also do a Widow Mine drop with a second gas, although I don't think it's necessary. I decide for the more racks, I'm going to go up to a total of 3 racks. And check out his wall, see what's there. No add-on on the barracks, which indicates that there's some other production facilities or a command center hiding behind that wall. Well, I guess he doesn't... Now this is a little bit smart. Run his Marines out there and make sure that scout gets killed off, so I remain in the dark about potential command center being placed there. In the meantime, my command center's on the low ground. But he just doesn't even bother to scout. Doesn't matter, he'll have flying units in a minute that will give him some sort of map control. My scout getting killed triggered me to take my Reapers across the map. I was using them defensively in case, 6 Reapers popped into my base all of a sudden, which just happened before. And look at that beautiful timing! Reapers see that starport just land right on the tech pad, take out the SCV building the command center, and both escape. Does he opt to still get the cloak? He does, even though he saw that I just scouted it. This is the Mind Games Silver League, guys. They're pretty intense. Pretty tunnel vision-ish, in case that, oh, I'm going to build a starport, I'm going to get a cloak anyway, even though my opponent scouted it. But looks like I already have an engineering bay in there in the production tab. I'm building 3 turrets because I'm scared. 3 turrets I don't think are necessary, although it's nice to have sort of one in a not common, like non-mineral line position. so that when a Banshee flies in, he unexpectedly gets hit a few times. Looks like I'm ahead in the worker count by 4 at the moment. He's continuing to pump out Hellions. I'm going to get Stim, so it looks like we're going to have a mech versus a bio play. Now here I make... Oh, they're good. I was going to say I banked up a lot of gas, but I immediately got the +1. Reapers remain at the towers. See that Banshee flying across the map. And it looks like I had a Marine walking across the spot for a third base. It gets a few shots on the Banshee, which is nice. At least direct his attention away. Anytime you can poke your opponent, that little sound thing comes up that says, "Our shit is under attack!" Especially in the Silver League, it can cause people to like build workers and stuff, which currently he is not doing, as you can see, but neither am I. I have 2 Marines going up to the side to make sure there's no like quick third base behind this. I still don't know about the natural, but at this point I've got to just assume that it's there, even though it's not. Although I did see a command center being built with my Reaper, that's right. Here's my Marine spotting for the third, sees a Banshee flying across. He's content not going tanks anytime soon. I don't think he's aware of my composition, although he has seen quite a few Marines. That Banshee flew in, so he's got to assume there's going to be a Marine tank. Oh, that's cute. Lands a little mule to repair his Banshee. I don't like that move, especially when you don't even have a natural yet. Should probably save your mules for some mining since you're behind and he knows that I have mine. But anyway, this is how Pro Silver League goes. And we will just continue on. Moving the Marines around, keeping that micro up. Banshee's going to try and get a different angle of attack here. And there's my turret out in the center. Going to get a couple pot shots on the Banshee, and that was fun too. Those turrets are actually going to be essential for protecting future drops if they are to occur as well. He's finally going to begin spamming queuing SCVs at his natural. He does build a third command center in his main, which I like, realizing that he's behind. Looks like that mule was trying to follow this Banshees all the way around the map, didn't quite get a repair on. But here's a standard thing that I like to do, is get those medevacs out before even any tanks, because the sooner I can begin dropping, the sooner I can win the game. Banshee gonna see an armory that's researching. Nice little stim there. 4 Marines picks off that Banshee really quickly. If he had not left it cloaked as it was flying across the map, it's possible that he could have saved it there, but in that case it was out of energy. Looks like the Red Terran Apophis is getting blue flame. A good choice for mech. A lot of mech players forget that, especially at my level. Bunch of Banshees moving out, gonna regain some map control. I guess he doesn't see my Marine there, but my Marine is nicely gonna spot that command center as it floats all the way down. Looks like this is gonna trigger me to build my own third base. But smart Starcraft player at this time would realize, hey, I'm behind because his third base is already done and mine's just starting to be built. So I take 2 medevac drop, which is a pretty heavy commitment to the back side of the map. +2 on the way for my infantry. His blue flame's almost finished, and he is finally starting to build tanks and a couple Vikings. We'll see if his Vikings come into play to hold off any of my drops. I doubt it. Isn't Silver League so exciting and fun, guys? Actually, I think this Apophis guy is a Gold League Terran, but maybe in the next video I'll show the loading screen. Anyway, he scans, sees not a very large army there. It's going to make him think 2 things. Either I have a lot of workers at a third base, or my army is somewhere else on the map. As you see on my Reaper Scout there, I do spot that the Hellions have blue flame and that there are a lot of them, which I think is my first view of the fact that he has a mech composition, which has triggered me to stop in the middle of the map, since I have just a ton of Marines, which will get roasted by blue flame Hellions. Double armory going up for Apophis. Standard mech play. Now what he needs to do now is hunker down hardcore and defend, 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 because once you get your 3 base mech rolling, that Red Terran can move across the map with a 200 army if I'm not able to kill him before then, and kill me if I have primarily infantry units. Looks like it's 51 to 49 SCVs. Igbarash, the blue Terran has fallen behind a little bit there, although I'm still dropping mules like crazy. The medevacs have been chilling in the top left of the screen for a long time. Don't know what that scan is. Doesn't matter. Anyway. Oh, there, it's me scanning, seeing that third base. Want to see how many workers are there. And also how the defense is currently set up. Alright, here comes the triple-pronged patented Igbarash attack. Gonna drop in the natural, try and pull some of those forces. The whole goal of these drops is to pull those Hellions out of the natural so they can kill that third base. And there we go, third base being attacked. Drop in the natural and in the main, a three-pronged attack. Super sexy, gonna kill a ton of SCVs as I stim the Marines into the line. He pulls them a little bit late, and the command center even goes down. This is how Terran works, divide your attention from your opponent. I think I'm just gonna sack these Marines because I don't care. Repositioning for the inevitable follow-up attack as he realizes, oh shit, my third base is gone. I better want my whole army to the other side of the map. He pops a Hellbat in there. Looks like I'm getting 2 more factories because I realize infantry alone is going to hold this off. I do have 3 Marauders being produced at a time. That was a pretty smart thing of me to do. Once I realized this composition was going on while executing a three-pronged aggression. Thank God those tanks were siege in time. Here's a fight! And that siege tank in the back is really doing most of the work, saving my ass here. Notice I grouped a couple Marauders, a little bit of infantry, and pulled up the top corner there. And it looks like that's probably going to be the end here since he just lost his entire army. If you're mech and you lose your army like that, you pretty much forfeited the game. And there we go, an Igbarash victory in the Silver League. Thanks for watching, everyone.